Hello everyone, welcome back to the SOMNIUM Files nirvanA initiative, where last time was pretty intense. We saw the ending for Leon and Kizuna where they get together, it's really cute, and they run away from her dad basically. And we also, what's more important, we saw the true identity of the masked lady, also known as Mizuki, I guess, but not exactly Mizuki. So it's like she is Mizuki, but also she's a different Mizuki because she has a blue eye instead of a yellow one. She's either from outside the simulation, from another dimension, something of sorts. We would love to hear more about her, but the game ended there. We got
I know it's for the investigation, but you detained your friend who was.
We're here because we're back at Leon's SOMNIUM to get the other path.
Gotta be kidding.
Who killed them?
That's Uru.
I hope you stay happy forever.
There they are. Yeah, we also saw Uru and Jin's like true identity / like how they actually look. That's really interesting. Now, let's go here to make sure we know. So we wanted to know more about the masked lady, but we couldn't because it was here that we saw her. And now we're back here, and mask is on. Mizuki has no idea about her. We're gonna have to see what happens here. This is an ending. This is an ending. This is an ending. This is where we are now, or we're gonna go now, and this is locked for now. Okay. Of course, we're gonna do this because why not? We only have one left. We are looking for loving and crazy. That's super hard. Kind of experience you need to write a light novel. Is this loving? Has to be loving now. No. Brave, whatever. That makes sense. This is really hard for me. But that's not what I'm interested in right now. I just want to see what happens here.
Huh? Did I die? Yeah, you must be dead. You're floating.
You're right. I suppose I can float in this somnium.
Is it?
I have little experience in this regard. It happens quite often, once in a while.
Which is it? Quite often or once in a while?
It depends on the mental state of the subject of the sync. This is Leon's dreamscape.
I think I remember him telling me it was always his dream to fly.
Sometimes a person's wants show up in their dreams.
Yeah, we can actually speed through this one a bit because we already did it. I don't remember exactly everything, but we'll see it.
Park, right?
I remember at some point you had to do things in order of height. We'll see. When we had to choose between two saves at the end, we ended up choosing the gold save, which was like going after or saving or like not giving up on Kizuna, but we're gonna do the other one, which is probably gonna give us the information on the HP case, which is what we want. Anyway, let's see. So can we just do them in any order, or?
It appears to be a standard safe.
We can't do this, right? Oh, we need to find whatever the equipment for lockpicking. It was right there, right? I forgot to pick it up. It was right at the beginning, yeah. I forget you just don't have it on at the beginning.
What's this?
A lockpicking tool favored by professionals.
Locksmiths and thieves.
Maybe Leon used to use this.
Maybe we can open something with it too.
We should hold on to it.
Okay. Well, let's do that one first, I guess. I went all the way to the other side. I don't think that the order really matters. Get money. Okay, copper safe. We already know the combination for this, right?
Another safe came up.
Was it this? I have it in my notes.
Try this number.
Huh? What? It opened? There are 10 million different combinations. How did you know?
It was an educated guess based on logical theory.
That sounds wrong, but you are strangely persuasive.
I'm a genius. My intuition's scared. Is this a magazine?
It looks like a job search magazine.
Okay. Silver safe.
Mizuki, you have 5 minutes left.
Low to high, we don't need to do that. Well, that's the white one. No, that's not the... Isn't it? White safe, yeah. Can we do that or... Hello. Yeah, these are buckets. We don't need to do the buckets. We have the poster here and something else. I don't know if we need to use them. On the statue. Yeah, I guess we do need to use them. Silver safe. Just no. Let's just check out the statue and the poster and see if that does much. Where is it exactly? Where's the statue? Right here. What? Ah, it was all the way up. Yeah. My bad. Hello! Welcome back. How are you doing? I'm replaying this SOMNIUM. Try to get the other path. Cool to see you. I have a bit of a cold. I mean, not a cold. I'm a little bit. I have allergies, so that's my voice is a bit messy, but it'll get better. Now, is that not enough? Let's just go all the way to the white one, I guess. Is that one done or? Ah, with voice, silver safe. Did it appear now because I did these two things? I don't remember.
An unopened safe. It has a keyhole and a void. This safe.
Okay. So with voice, Kizzy, my prince, right?
What would Leon want to hear? I know. Say?
Okay, here. We went, I think, this way. It was definitely the gold safe. And there's a metal safe as well. Which is what we want this time, yeah. Bonk. Wait, what? Is this one? Oh, we need to use this to bring it.
This stereo was an
To
old.
bring them out, I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip this. It's very important.
I'm taking heat in the classroom. Oh well, I'll eat some donuts in the bathroom. Now I hear my friend got herself a boyfriend. They're going out for barbecue on the weekend. I see all of their smiles in their pics online. Wait, why is that making me cry? Oh my Prince Charming, where can I find you? How do I remind you of the dream we share? But dreams are just for dreamers, lonely hearts and schemers. I've got to break the chains of fate on my
Great. Beautiful.
What dancing is.
You have 4 minutes remaining.
Okay. Can we just go straight for this, or do we need to do something else?
Huh?
This now has to do with the HP case. Has to. We need to get information about that right now, right? Leon and Gen are developing a strong friendship. He will not spill the beans about him. So it was Gen who was mysterious for a long time. I don't think we knew that Leon and Gen were sort of in cahoots. Interesting. That's Brahman. Memory with Gen, very cool. I wasn't sure. So I guess that was it. So it was like the statue was Kizuna and then the poster was Brahman / Gen. That's why I was really confused when I first saw it. I was like, I guess this isn't Brahman, but what does it have to do with Leon at all? So cool. Interesting. All locks.
Places.
Inside the safe? Kinda reminds me of Brahmin.
Let's look around.
Okay. There's some stuff here. What are these? A mask? Yeah. Okay. What? I guess it can be anywhere. I'm not trying to look up her skirt, I swear to God. Front face.
Iva, can you put the eye patch on?
You said "aw" just now, didn't you?
Huh?
This Date's.
Just do it, hurry.
Are we doing this just to get like bonus stuff?
Sorry, do you want me to get in there and kick your ass?
Sorry.
Okay. Next one. What? Oh, it's the masked woman.
This is the mask that one woman wears.
Let's remember, she still does not know about her identity, even though we do. Sort of. We know it's sort of Mizuki, but not exactly.
I wonder if Leon knows
No,
her.
she's Mizuki, but not the same Mizuki, so no idea.
Perhaps it is simply a common
And for some
mask.
reason they called her Quartz. Kizuna and Leon did. So
Well, putting that thread aside for now.
we have no idea how they know her or why they kept it a secret from Mizuki. No idea.
Try wearing it. That looks good on you. You should keep it on.
This is probably not good for my skin. I will take it off later.
Maybe this is like a facial recognition this time, and we need to do Gen's mask. I just wanted to do them all anyway. Where is the other one? There, right?
You want me to put this on?
It'll look good on you. Please? Whoa.
You look really suspicious. Tell Gen that next time you see him.
Okay. Whoa, the menu? Okay.
A large safe. This looks like some kind
Yeah.
of facial recognition device.
So we need a face registered to the device to open it.
Has to be this one. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it worked.
So it was registered again.
Oh, we have so much time because we just sped through the thing, so... And this is probably the end. Probably not gonna have to do much after this. I thought he was eating.
Everything's screwed up, man. Why'd it come to this?
You'll drive yourself crazy thinking about it. Sometimes the world is just unfair. No matter how hard you try to change, doesn't mean you'll be accepted. That's just life. But there is hope. At the very least, I'm grateful that you and Mr. Date are my friends.
Kenny? You're my best friend, Kenny. And I'm pretty sure Date thinks so too. Let me know if you ever need anything. I'll help you out.
Well, I mean, 6 years have passed, so it makes sense that people have developed relationships that we don't really know about. But it's cool to see these two together.
Now eat this while it's still hot.
They're suspicious, but they both seem like good people, so we don't know.
Okay. Thanks for the food.
Like, this dude's a criminal, but he's a good person. He's just
It's
dumb.
a good thing he has
But
such
Gen
good
seems
friends.
at least somewhat intelligent, right? So we'll have to see. Okay, this again.
No, you can't open this.
Oh, it has everything, like a voice, face, a pad.
Mizuki, over there.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
3 minutes left. You can do this.
Eyeball? No, I thought it was an eyeball. There has to be some around here, but... Wait, can I interact with anything else? Can't interact with anything at all.
No, please don't open it.
Looks like this is the place.
What's in here?
Ah.
Sorry, Leon, but we gotta open this before you can stop us.
Let's start with the keyhole.
Okay.
How's this? Yes, it opened.
You're getting good at this.
Now I need the code.
Same one?
This number. Correct. We did it.
Let's try the voice.
Kenny.
Prince. Correct.
That's like a master key.
Next is the stereo.
Just
We saw
press
this
play, no?
earlier, too.
Start the music.
Are we doing this again?
What?
Aw,
Last is the facial recognition.
made sense. Put on face mask? Wear mask. What? What did it say face? Are they both fine?
That should be all of it.
Thanks, Kenny.
Or face mask as in surgical mask? Okay, let's see this.
I said stop.
We know that
Now,
he saw
what could
something
be
related
inside?
to the HB case, but he didn't want to say what it was. We believe it's part of a corpse. Could be like half
This
a
is
body.
Brahmin.
Could be that he saw something in
You
Brahman.
haven't used this lock in a while, have you? The mechanism itself is pretty simple, but it's
and
all
it's in the
rusted out.
freezer, so it definitely could be a
Lucky
body.
for you, this is child's
I want to know if it's the fifth DNA.
Get it open?
Someone else we haven't
Yeah.
seen, please.
I struggled a bit with it, but now let's see what's inside.
What the?
Oh, we can
body?
see it.
Hey,
Half a body.
is this for real?
How can this be?
Why are you surprised? You didn't know?
It really seems like he didn't know if he called him to
Well,
pick it
Yes,
open.
that makes sense. If you knew, you wouldn't have asked me to open the lock and see what's inside.
It can't be someone they know because they would be
What
more
the-
surprised.
This must be for the HB case.
Yeah, it has to be someone they don't know.
Why is this here?
Who could that be though? Who do none of these guys know?
Inside
Like,
Brahmin's freezer. A victim of the
I can't really
HB
think
case.
of anyone both of
But
them don't know.
That corpse.
We cannot investigate any further here.
Come on, Leon needs to
We
speak.
have to go to Brahmin in the real world and check.
Which means
No way, this is here though.
We're out of time.
Okay. Found the body of Brahmin. Who's there? I mean, it's not gonna be there. It's obvious. Like, why would it be there? I mean, Gen is suspicious. It's
Hey,
not stupid.
Mizuki, are you sure about this?
But why can't he tell us anything about it?
What?
Well, Genny isn't here. We should at least get permission from him first.
Just do it.
Fine. It's open.
Okay, open it.
To the surprise of no one.
Just like I thought.
But this is...
It is there. What? Yeah. Okay. This is Jen with the percent mark. Right. So it was either this or someone new.
Who is this?
What do you mean, who is this? You know who it is.
Genny?
But it makes sense, yeah, it makes sense that it's Jin, because they know Jin, technically, but they don't know this part of Jin, you know? They know the part that Uru was transplanted from Uru onto him. This is crazy. And was never shown to the public, right? Very cool.
Mommy?
These two are gonna kill us, like they're that suspicious. These two are trouble. Oh. She's already traumatized enough.
Can we talk?
I'm sure we can. No one wants to talk to us now. All that we are. That was quick.
I know why Leon opened the lock on the freezer.
So when I talk about the fifth person, is it just Uru, or was the fifth person before Terra died? I think I was thinking it was someone else because we saw Terra later. But when we saw Terra, we also saw Tokiko. So the 5 DNAs are from Jin, and this is the one as well, the original one. Then Chikara, then Tokiko, then Komeiji, and then Uru. But then we saw Terror, which makes no sense, and then we saw Tokyo, which makes no sense. But yeah, we have the 5 DNAs. Maybe there are more victims, but for now that's it.
You asked him to, didn't you, Genny?
Yeah.
So now I want to know who that body is and why it's there.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't know. She doesn't know because we saw it in the path that we already finished.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Look. No. Yeah, we learned everything about... here we learned everything about Mizuki, I mean the masked woman, and Uru, and... yeah. This is the other half of Uru. Interesting. Is this blood? Okay, we're gonna see what that is. But first... I feel like this was loving. My memory is completely busted. Like I think I'm really close to messing this up. I need loving and crazy. I can't do this to save my life. It's the only one I have left and I just can't. But that's okay. Now, Amami's not gonna speak at all. I bet $1,000 she's not gonna speak at all.
Yeah,
Wow.
somehow.
She does speak.
We need to go shopping for ingredients.
Right, we're out.
You're going now?
There's a 24-hour supermarket nearby.
It is past midnight. The date is February 15th.
Anything about the corpse?
I don't know. I have no idea who it is.
So we know as players, but Mizuki doesn't. She saw the body in the freezer. She seemed to be completely shocked by it. Again, come on. Who is that corpse?
We have no idea.
The identity of the corpse is unknown. Their face does not match any persons of interest in our database.
It would have been super cool if we just had seen this first, right? I feel like this game is like so specific about which order you do the path. This is like maybe these two could have been done in either way you wanted. But then this one was locked by information, then this one was locked by information as well. But then these two weren't, so I think it would have been cooler to see this one later. Or not, we'll see. Because now we know who this is, but if you didn't, that'd be super interesting. I guess like half of the players who play this are seeing this and they're like, who the frick is this? And maybe they'll be like, oh, it's the 5th DNA. And they would be sort of correct. But no. Anyway.
All we can determine for certain is that this is the left half of their body.
Wow, good job.
And their face has a very distinct marking.
Yeah, we can tell just by looking.
Yep. How long has a corpse been in there?
I don't know how long it's been here.
This is your business, isn't it?
Right.
How can you tell me you don't know?
Dumbass. When was the freezer locked?
I think it was about 6 years ago.
6 years?
I lost the key.
This is so dumb.
Hold on. Are you trying to act suspicious? You wouldn't just leave your freezer locked for 6 years. It's common sense.
With that acknowledged, it is clear that the body was not frozen recently. It shows signs of being frozen for at least several years.
That's fine. I mean, it adds up. It makes sense with what we know. Jin was killed 6 years ago. Half of his body was put in Brahman, and half of his body was put in the Vita studio. And then Uru was killed a couple days ago. And half, his left half, or left half? Yeah, left half was put in the stadium, so as to seem like it was second half of Jin, but it's actually Uru. And then his right half was in the cathedral, right? Hidden. Both of these halves were not supposed to be found, right? But who put this here thinking it wouldn't be open? I don't know. Why is there a corpse in the freezer, dude?
I'm sorry, but I don't know.
This dude...
The body just out of
I think
nowhere.
he's a good person, but we just need to put him in jail, just in case. He's a danger to society.
Are you serious? You're
This
still gonna
this
play
girl
this
too.
game?
Do I look like I'm playing games?
You look like you don't give a damn.
Well,
Who killed him?
How would I know?
with the corpse being cut in half, the culprit is almost certainly Terror. The cut section is similar to the other recovered bodies.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it would have been better to see this, be like, who the frick is this? And then be able to see this. And be like, oh, it's Jin Furue. Like, once you get that reveal, it would have been cooler that way, I guess. But maybe there's something that's cooler this way as well. We'll see. And this is Uru.
Which would mean this person was sliced in half in the basement of Horridori Institute.
Most likely.
I remember Boss saying.
Yeah, 5 different DNA.
Yeah, there we go. 5th one.
Which means there might be another yet undiscovered victim.
Okay. Leon, when did you open the lock to the freezer?
I remember it was around sunrise on the 13th. I got a call from Genny.
And they just waited 2 days? That's crazy. Do you know, and why did Genny call him now if it was closed for 6 years?
Nothing. I've never seen this person before.
Oh, you sure have. Did you kill them, Genny?
What are you, dumb?
Why is that a dumb question?
If Genny did this, why would he show me the body? And it's not like he killed me or anything after.
That is a fair point. In the Somnium earlier, Gen was surprised to see the body.
Then why didn't Genny call the police?
Because he's a bitch.
Well, I have my reasons.
He wants to protect her, so she's somehow implicated in all this.
What the hell does that mean?
No one respects the police. No one respected Date in the first game. Definitely no one respected Ryuki, and no one respects Mizuki either. This is, I mean, why are you in police? Like, people are not scared or in any way like feel like they need to offer you information or any sort of common respect. It's kind of crazy. Anyway, why didn't you say anything?
I've been buddies with Genny for a long time.
This dude is just stupid. Like, these two are probably criminals, or at least like they're involved in something they shouldn't. But this is just dumb.
I can't narc on my bro. That would make me a total scumbag.
I mean, that would make sense if he was like smoking weed. But he has half a corpse in his freezer, you know what I mean?
Why would I do that?
I think you have a couple reasons to do it. Yeah.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there.
Why are you apologizing, Mizuki? You should just bonk
Honestly,
everyone.
I don't want to accuse you of anything. But your story makes no sense. It doesn't add up.
Right.
Could you please tell me more?
Mizuki, let's move. SAT is on their way here.
What? Why the SAT?
SAT?
I believe Boss called them. She was monitoring the Somnium earlier.
So Boss knows there's a corpse here.
Right.
But why would she call the SAT?
This is getting annoying.
Okay. Big boy.
Genny? What's wrong?
Gonna show his true colors or what?
Police are on their way. The SAT, the Special Assault Team.
What the?
Eavesdropping?
What?
Screw this. I don't want any part of it.
Does he have an eyeball or something?
Sorry, but I'm out of here.
Wait, Leon! What? Leon!
Is it the police or?
Let's go.
Yeah.
What?
What's all this?
Amame, get inside Brahmin.
Okay.
One of these randos? Oh no, it's the police. Why is Mizuki doing this? I don't understand.
Don't you think this is a bit much? It's not like there's a monster on the loose.
Are you sure? Look behind you, dude.
That's exactly why we're here. We were told that there were two monsters here, and one of them might be related to Terra. So we're here to detain them.
Are they talking about Genny?
Most likely.
Who's the other person?
I'm really interested about why Genny could hear or knew the SAT was coming. I'm guessing he has an eyeball. You know how there are like two versions of people? Like there's two Mizukis, and then apparently there's like two Urus, or two Terras at least, and two Tokikos. Maybe there are two like two Dates, and this is one of them, but they're like completely different. Maybe that's why they hide their face, not because they're deformed, but because they are recognizable.
You, ma'am, we were told you might resist. Normal police can't handle you, which is why we were called in.
Who told you all this?
The leader of Abyss, Miss Kuranushi.
No way.
Damn. She's got me there.
Do you plan to resist arrest?
I don't like how these guys use violence to get what they want. So yeah, I'm not going down without a fight.
That doesn't do you any favors, honestly.
That is quite the contradiction.
Hey, quit wasting time. Let's do this.
I guess we just have to follow whatever Mizuki wants to do. It's kind of dumb, but...
You're gonna put up a fight, aren't you?
He did it again.
Yeah, he can hear us.
He's listening to our conversation.
Let's do this.
Oh, or it could be like, since he was part of the experiments, he has like, he can like hear people's thoughts, right? I guess. Let's do this.
Mizuki, you take care of the guys over there. I'll take care of these guys.
Got it!
Okay. Okay, makes sense, I guess. Oh, I guess he was part of the experiment, so it makes sense that he's like super strong. What is going on, dude? Yeah, there is just two of everyone, you know?
What's going on?
I really thought it was just him who came back, but no.
Who are you?
I'm Gen.
But you're over there too.
No, it's not. There he is.
I'll explain later. We need to save him first.
Cool. So I'm guessing the two parts are probably in and out of the simulation, or it could be like two realities that are like on the same level.
What the hell is
I
going
don't know.
on? But fine.
We'll see.
SAT is all over the street.
It would be hard to get through there.
What do we do?
You gonna throw me?
Wait, I have an idea. No time to explain. Mizuki, follow my orders.
Okay.
Put scatter shot in your revolver.
Why?
There's no time. Just do it.
Okay.
Now, tell Gen this. There is a vending machine. Throw it to the other side of the street.
A vending machine?
Yes. It is a vending machine for pornographic magazines.
Always works in this game. I don't know.
Hurry!
Hey, Genny. You see that vending machine?
I get it. That's a good plan. You don't even have to say it. I've got it. Here I go. Let's go.
I want to see if there's any difference between these two Gens, because with Mizuki there was. With Tokiko and Terra, it didn't seem like there was. And I have to shoot it, right?
Mizuki, now! Shoot it with scatter shot!
Go. So you know when I said it could be Date? No way it's Date, actually, right? Or it's just because it's a dude and this is Japan? Is that what it is? But if it is another version of Date, then that would mean there is more than two people for each person, which I don't think is the case. We'll have to see. What? Just took it off. It's Date, dude. I told you. Oh my god. It's like a suit though, right?
Latte?
So they swapped. Okay, so it's not like there's two people. They actually swapped places because whenever we saw Gen and use the X-ray, we could see his face being all weird. Or like disfigured, and Date is definitely not that way. This is so strange to me. I mean, it makes sense to be confused, but wow.
We should be safe here for now.
You changed clothes?
That outfit was so hard to move in, with the wireframe and all the stuffing. It's the only reason those guys were able to beat me up.
Forget about that! There's so many questions I need answered. I won't let you leave until I have them.
What if I want to use the bathroom?
You can't just do that here?
What if it's number 2?
Then I'll feed it to you. Look, all you have to do is talk to me. So let's hear it.
Wait. Is this the first time we see Date? Because before we saw him like here? Yeah, we saw him like here. Huh? Wait, so wait. So as long as I'm aware, when we went through this line and we went through here, Mizuki saw Date and she didn't really react, as if she had seen him before. But then if Mizuki sees Date here and she's like, "You're actually alive," and she's like surprised, then that means, was this late after this? Is there some data coming from here to here, or is this just a mistake, or is it like something else we just don't understand just yet? We'll see what Date says. It's so confusing.
The day of the explosion at the cathedral, I was captured by terror.
He was captured.
What? Were you okay?
I mean, a huge rock fell on him. I don't know.
If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here now. When I came to,
I don't see this.
I didn't know where I was. I don't know why Terror captured me. I wasn't sure if he was going to torture me for information and confidential police secrets, or maybe he just wanted someone to play backgammon with. Anyway, I was held there for a whole day. Then, a white snake slithered into the room.
What are you talking about?
When I saw that, I felt my power churning inside of me. And that's how I was able to break out of the room I was in.
Okay, they're just bullshitting us. I don't know what's going on.
Wait. What's this about a snake?
Oh, the snake? I'll tell you about it.
It could be a reference to something. I don't know. I don't get. Oh god, what happened after?
I had lost my memory, actually. I think when the ceiling collapsed, something fell on my head.
How many times do you lose your memory, man? Yeah, something fell on all over you.
I had completely forgotten that I'm a special agent at Abyss. After I escaped, I wandered around the country.
What?
I had no memories, so I took on day labor jobs. Before coming back here, I worked at a hot springs in Atami.
That's funny.
So you were there.
Cool reference.
I really should have drowned him.
Did you get your memory back?
Yeah, I've got it back now. It was a few days ago when I saw the news about the stadium.
Okay.
February 10th. Jin Furroway's left half being found.
Well, that's not Jin Furue, but sure.
At that moment, I remembered
Now we know
everything.
that. We know that.
About my past, the HB case.
It makes sense
everything.
though that they don't say that because now no one knows, and if they did, it would be a spoiler for the other part, right? It has to be so hard to write and make these games. Like you just have to know exactly what the player knows at all times. It's pretty intense, and what each one of these characters knows too, right?
But I didn't return to Abyss right away.
And I guess Aiba realized the thing about the porno magazines because she was like, she did like some sort of reading, like X-ray, and so it was Date, right? I guess. Anyway.
I decided to start my own investigation.
Why?
I thought there might be something fishy about Abyss. I thought maybe Terror was involved somehow.
I mean, it makes sense. We just got attacked by the police. I almost asked him how that would even be possible, but I stopped myself. It was Boss who sent the SAT.
So that's why you didn't contact us until now.
I'm sorry for not telling you right away.
I mean, Boss has always been suspicious too. See this? Internet idols. Is this loving? Yeah, I have no idea, man. What can I say? I think I can't do it anymore, so I should just reset. Because it goes up to like 19. Let's restart. I messed up so badly this time. Ambush, right? Yep. Okay. Cool. Let's see this up there. In the 6 years Date spent wandering around, he had his silicone mask off. After getting his memory back, he started using it again. His reasoning was a hostess girl at Nakameguro remembers his face. Okay, that's stupid. So I really thought Date had some sort of plastic surgery. So, but it's actually that she just looks like number 89, like he's like Falco. But then he has like this, let's say like Date face on as a mask. Is that right? That makes more sense, I guess. Then it doesn't really make sense at all. But well, we'll just take that. Why were you taking on Genny's appearance?
I knew that Horatory Institute and NICE were involved with the HB case. Gen had connections with Horatory Institute and his acquaintances with Tokiko. So I asked Gen to let me borrow his appearance and his name. I thought it would make it easier for me to investigate Horatory Institute and NICE.
You didn't refuse, Genny?
I can't say no to Date.
No, I wanted to investigate something else. So I wasn't Gen the whole time.
Yesterday, or technically 2 days ago now, the 13th, that was actually me.
It's okay, Amame. I made an oath. I will protect you with my life. So don't you worry about a thing.
Any progress?
I know that NICE is trying to do something crazy.
Yeah.
But I still haven't been able to find Terror. The only real lead I have is the body that was found at Brahmin. But I don't know who it is or how it got there. I wanted to ask Gen about it.
Super protective Date. Amame. No one wants to talk to her. Cool. Why is there a corpse in the freezer? Who put Michael Jackson in the freezer?
That corpse. I carried it to the freezer.
What?
I locked it and threw the key into the ocean.
That's because of Amame?
Where did you find the corpse?
Maybe someone tried to frame her, or...
I can't tell you. Even if it means getting arrested, I can't tell you.
Oh god. Well, you're arrested.
It's okay, Genny.
Amame.
Like, 100% you're arrested. Will you talk for the first time in like 30 or 40 hours, whatever it's been?
Yeah.
Come on.
No, Amame.
I'm sorry for all the trouble I've caused, Genny.
Finally.
I can't take it anymore.
Cool.
I asked Genny to carry the corpse to Brahmin 6 years ago and hide it in the freezer.
But why?
That body. My father found it.
Do we know who her father is?
Yonoharu Enda?
Yonoharu Enda? What? Excuse me?
Mizuki, you know?
Yeah, she knows because we talked to... God. When did we talk to this guy? We talked to Shoma... Where? Around here? And then he was like, yeah, I have a sister. But why was this a secret? I don't know.
Did Shoma tell you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Assuming her story is true, that aligns with Terror's diary. The person who took the corpse really was Yonoharu Enda, aka Andy's Komeiji.
Yeah, so it wasn't that the corpse was taken, it was just half of the corpse that was taken, right? Of Jinfurue's.
That's how and why he became a target.
Right. But why would he take it? No idea. This is so confusing, but we're sort of getting there. Why did Komeiji steal the corpse? If you know this, you're an MVP.
My father had a huge debt. He borrowed money from bad people.
We know this.
They told him.
Listen, Andy's Komeiji. Your dear little boy is in elementary school, isn't he? If you don't pay the money you owe in 1 month, we're taking him and selling him overseas. Am I clear?
He was gonna blackmail Terra for money?
Yes. When he found the body, he was really drunk. He saw Jin Furue's body at the studio. And then early the next morning, he found the other corpse at the rooftop amusement park.
Right. Other corpse, it's actually the same corpse, right?
He told me something came over him, and he just did
They
it.
just look like a different corpse, but it is the same. Makes sense, he's not very smart. How did you end up with the body?
6 years ago on the 11th, my father called me home. The floorboards were overturned, and in the floor was the suitcase. Shomo wasn't home at the time. My father was just standing there. No expression.
The corpse was in that suitcase?
Yeah, I think after he sobered up, he realized the mistake he made. He didn't know what to do, so he called me.
What happened next?
He told me everything that he did.
Oh my god! You're so stupid, you know that? You're like the stupidest bottom-feeding dad ever!
I'm sorry.
Sorry isn't going to fix this!
It's fine. I'll take care of it.
What? Why?
So you took the body to Gen's place?
Yes.
You just involve someone else? It's so dumb.
So Genny did nothing wrong. I asked him to do it.
Amame.
Okay, I get it.
Do you?
Genny was staying quiet to protect you, Mame. But I need to know more. I want to ask one more thing. It's...
What?
We can continue this later.
Shut up, Aiba.
This is an emergency. The building has been surrounded.
Okay.
What?
Let's just shoot everyone.
Thanks for the show. A true monster, just like the rumors. It was quite the spectacle. But enough is enough. Our team is equipped with live rounds. Please surrender. Or else...
Or else what? You gonna shoot us to death? I'd like to see you try.
Mizuki, you're being irrational. What are you planning?
Flashbang? This music is so danganronpa, I love it.
I'm going to stun grenade them and get past them while they're immobilized.
Are you serious? Even if you get past them, what will you do after that? Do you plan on running away forever? All four of us?
Mizuki, I agree with Aiba. There's no point trying to fight our way out of this.
Yeah.
We should just raise the white flag.
Let's talk. Let's be friends.
Okay.
Why did she say all four of us? Aiba, that's kind of weird. Oh, there we go.
Mommy! Run, Genny!
Amame!
Don't be stupid!
I wish she gets killed.
Mommy!
Drop your gun!
Amame!
Genny!
If that's how it's gonna be, I'll create an opening for you. Amame, you run through it, okay?
What? He's so dead. He's kind of dumb, but... Okay.
Detain him!
Cool opening.
Stop! Genny didn't do anything wrong! kind person. He didn't do anything wrong. This is all my fault. Stop. Stop. Please stop.
No!
Mommy!
He just killed her? And this is not the true ending, but it's still pretty dark. If they do kill her. Whoa, okay, makes sense. Why would they just say open fire then? I don't know. This whole thing is
Are you okay?
pretty strange, to be honest.
Yes. But Kenny,
This is just their
Don't you
ending.
worry about me. As long as you're okay. That is...
Kenny.
At least it does make sense that there are some consequences to just being disrespectful to everyone and doing just whatever you want. Like, these people are criminals.
Kenny. Stay with me.
Amame, I have a favor to ask. Can you sing me that song?
Okay, are we doing this?
What song?
The flower that blooms in snow.
Late at night, I get a call from you. Satellites circle and fade from view. My voice wavers and my words fail me. So I sing in the dark. The shadows settle in. We embark, but cannot see a thing. Rejoice, you're not alone. You are renewed. Everyone is here with you.
Pretty good voice acting, no? She sort of crying, sort of singing.
Amame, I don't think I can talk much longer, so I wanted to tell you something.
It's kind of sad because in their endings, usually people are alive and happy, let's say, but in these people's ending, it's pretty depressing. What a weird time to wing sync.
I liked you as a friend. At least, that's what I told myself. But I truly loved. I just couldn't accept it. Even after I realized it. I acted like a friend. Treated you almost like a daughter. That's how I acted around you. It was the first time in my life I felt like this. I didn't know what to do.
Kenny, you're so cute.
What about me is cute? I'm as rugged as my name suggests.
But I like that about you. I like how big and strong you are. Just being near you makes me feel safe.
That would change real quick if I took off my mask.
No, that's not true. I think your face is nice too. I like you whether or not you have a mask on.
She probably likes me as a friend. Or maybe it's something more childish, like her stuffed animal or pet. But I was okay with that, as long as it meant being with her.
He's not the first one in this series to have like really bad like self-esteem issues, which is interesting to see.
And then she came to me for help.
Yeah.
The situation was dire, but it made me so happy. But it was fleeting. I knew nothing would come of it. I am hideous after all.
Come on.
Oh God. How could you be so cruel? I wish I never realized how I truly felt. Nothing happens. Nothing's there. I wanted to live a plain, dull life. I wanted to die quietly, alone. And now, everything that's hurt me before means nothing. Everything that's hurt me before is nothing compared to the hurt I feel now. Oh God, why are you so cruel to me? She'll never love me. She's precious, pure, innocent, and beautiful.
Not innocent, but okay.
Why did you have to show her to me, God? I resent you, Creator.
Wow.
I curse you for this terrible fate you've given me. No. No, I can't. That's not the truth. I am grateful to God. I met you. My fate was meeting you.
Kenny!
Mame, I am truly happy.
No. Kenny, you're kidding, right? No. Kenny! Kenny!
Are we getting hit with credits now? I guess so. All right. Listen, it's not that I didn't find that sad. It is pretty sad. The whole thing with Genny and his malformation and everything that he's gone through, and the person he found in Amame and how he needed to protect her, it's all very sad. The thing is that they're so annoyingly unhelpful with us and the people who actually want to help them outside of Amame and Gen respectively, but they're really hard to be like, okay, I'm gonna really feel bad for you. And also this whole exchange with the police and being like, no, I'll fight, and then I won't, and then I will, and then I won't. It's like, and then we end up losing Gen, and then everyone's just sitting there, and I don't know, it didn't really feel like too compelling, I would say. Other than that, it's really sad what just happened, okay? That said, this is not the canon ending, this is not the true ending, so Gen is gonna be fine, probably, so let's not feel too bad. Now, let's think about the things that we did learn this time that are gonna help us. We didn't really learn about anything about Jin or Uru. We just saw Jin's left half in the freezer. No one knew it was Jin, but we do. We know it's Jin Furue. Also, we know that we know that Gen has some sort of mind reading ability or AI ball, which could be either. He could be hacking us. But that's really strange, no? Because it wasn't Date's. If it was Date, you could be like, okay, he has no eyeball, maybe he has another one or something, or has some connection to Aiba. But no, it was Gen, definitely, right? Because he threw the thing, and then we helped Date with what he threw. Also, I need to remember that Amame is Komeji's daughter, because I completely forget every time. It's such a weird thing to keep it secret. Like, I really appreciate how they make it so that they really are very careful about what you know and what you don't know, to not say it and to keep you in the dark. But some things are just like when people don't cooperate, when they have no reason to, when people are disrespectful to the police, which is what we are, or when people just don't talk at all, like Amame did her whole life. It's like, it's pretty forced, feels like, to show how they don't want to say anything. It's like, I understand that. Oh, did I skip it? Or I guess I did. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Gen and Amami, of course. But yeah, it feels like a bit forced how you're supposed to be kept in the dark. I got the achievement there. Now this is unlocked. Has to be, right? Because that's the only thing to do. Okay. We will do this next time, but let's see what our flowchart looks like. Interesting. So here when we split at Kameiji's, we had both Showman Kameiji, and this was the true one that happened 6 years ago, and then we came all the way here. We saw Date in both paths, but we're gonna continue in the one that Date was not really a surprise to her. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to get some sort of explanation from Date here as to what's going on. Also, we need an explanation from the masked lady because we know about her identity from here, so we're gonna have another reveal from the masked lady, I guess, at some point. Here we also going back to the place where we saw both Terror and Tokiko together. Right? So that's gonna need an explanation because Tokiko is here. She's dead. I don't know if you can tell, but that's half a body. So the fact that we saw Tokiko later is like, huh? So we're gonna have to see that next time, what's going on with that. We saw Terror's left half would look like Jin because it was Uru. Actually, Jin's face is not actually Jin's face. That's a mess, but if you've been following, you understand what I mean. Now let's see the summary. Where are we exactly? Ah, go. Thanks. Thanks, that's very helpful. Thank you very much. Let's check this one out. We did, yeah. Terror makes an appearance, talks about the Nirvana initiative, says he needs to exterminate some rats before we can continue. Date comes to the rescue to save Mizuki. Again, Date shatters Terror's mask. His face is revealed and Mizuki is shocked. It's Jin Furue, who's already dead. Yeah, it's actually Ursa Mizuki's. Right? What we saw in his sink was that his parents are Tokiko and Chikara. He also well, because Terror's sink is actually Uru's sink, right? And he killed them both, but Tokiko is there, still alive for some reason. So he like in a way killed his mom, but also brought her back to life, or brought her from the simulation, who knows. We know that these three are here. This seems like Ryuki, but we're not sure. We haven't seen Ryuki in a while, so we're gonna have to see this. I'm gonna jump in, but or can I? Yeah, I can't go to the menu, so I'm gonna have to start this. Marble bar? Why? Wait, what happened right? Yeah, I think after this reveal, after we saw the mask, Mizuki felt like ill, like no one shot her or anything. She just like crumbled and like passed out. And then Date took her somewhere. I guess the other two escaped, right? So that's what we're gonna see from there. I guess we're gonna wake up there. We started Marble Bar with Mama. We'll do it next time though. Last. So I guess she's got now. Date's probably gonna be here and is gonna tell us what happened to us. No?
Oh, you came. Good. Want something to drink? With water? On the rocks?
What?
You don't have to be shy. It's on me.
Why are we alone?
It's such a bizarre case.
Is it not telling us who we are? Could it be that we're Ryuki again? No.
That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward. Pointing out a culprit can't be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
I do. Are you talking to me? The player? Okay, let's do this. Of course we have to do this. BS. Impish, right? We just need 2 impish and that's enough. Oops, okay. Now we don't have Iba's room. So we don't know who we are, and that's on purpose. We got this end, clear the route. We have quite a few already. 2 more for class up. Uru. But my big question right now is, why did Terror say they were called Dahlia Boat? way back when, you know what I mean? Oh, just that's so confusing
Right.
to me.
Uru.
This is terror.
We know he killed at least 3 people.
Why is she? Like, she knows everything. Is this like a dream or something?
Jin Furaway.
This seems like it's outside the game. That's Jin, first victim.
Chikara Horadori.
That's what I made an emphasis on this as well. We know for a fact he killed Jin, Chikara, and Tokiko. No. Jin, Chikara, and Komeiji.
Andy's Komeiji.
But we don't know that he killed his mom.
But why did he kill them?
And we don't know that he killed... Well, he didn't kill himself with a machine, right? Probably.
What was his goal?
Good question. Why did Terra kill them? These 3 was to get revenge, for sure, right? He said he needed to kill Jin because he imprisoned him. Then he said Komeiji took something from him, and he killed him. And then, of course, Chikara was the one who used him to save his child. He used him for his organs. He was insane. To get revenge.
That's true, I suppose. But that wasn't the main reason.
Oh, wasn't it? Was it nirvanA initiative or to build schools in Africa? Yeah, I guess maybe, but
That's right.
I'm confused. Why is it for the nirvanA initiative?
The nirvanA initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the 3 of them.
I think it seems like revenge is a main reason,
We can
actually.
put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference.
Right.
The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart.
Right.
Regarding the first victim, the fact
Yeah, this is the only one that is explained.
6 years ago, on February 10th,
Because they are 2 different people, actually. Even
Jin
though they look the
Furaway's
same.
body fell from the ceiling of Devita.
It would make sense that the original plan was just to kill Jin and Uru, and it would look like unexplainable. But the other 3 don't make sense.
And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th,
This is nice to recap, to remember everything.
Uru Somizuki's left
Right.
half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person. But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji,
No explanation.
Tokiko. How do you explain those 3? You have good intuition. You might already know.
Really? Thank you. I don't. Why did it seem like their bodies appeared after 6 years passed? Because Tokiko made miracles happen. Professor Brown created a time machine. Ryuki and Mizuki were hallucinating. This is honestly entirely possible. The timeline was not in the correct order. This is possible too, considering we saw that she didn't react to Date before. If this is the case, it's crazy.
Right. In other words...
What?
It's not like that. It's like this.
Wait, what? No way.
This is the timeline that you actually experienced.
Huh?
The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA.
What do you mean that you actually experienced?
You started on the red line from the top, and then followed the blue line, which led you to this point. You've traversed 4 X's.
Huh?
The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year. To make things easier, we'll call the left side past, and the right side present.
What?
In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here.
Shut up, Mama. Oh God, what? Let's see how this looks like. She's just making shit up now. Like we know Mizuki when she looks like this is a present, so it's not like we were in the past and present. And also when they saw like Tokiko, they were surprised, right? Or not? Oh my god. I'm so confused, Mama. Please explain more.
Now do you understand?
No.
Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th, in the past. His left half was found the next morning.
No, what?
Komeji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m. 6 years have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th.
What the fuck? Man. I need an explanation for this. I need this to update somehow. I need this to change. Oh god. So these actually were 6 years apart. Then apparently this dude showed up in the classroom. And then this is supposed to be the next day. So how many X's did you say? 4 X's? 1, 2, 3, and 4? But there would be 5, no? That's interesting. Wait. Because if she looks like this, it's easy to see when we're in the past and when we're not, right? Shouldn't it be? What's the explanation for that then? And then there's stuff that is here that is in the future. Oh, this game is messing with my brain so hard. Actually, I don't know if I like this. I'm still really unsure about how this has been working. And then we have the person 6 years ago and the person's in the present. And they all are like make sense if you look at this, but not if you look at it the way Mama said, right? So apparently here, where's the first victim? Well, here of course, and then we got Chikara who died here 6 years ago, and then this flips around and then Chikara continued to be dead. This part is on the left side apparently. Was this 6 years ago then? Is everything we're playing as Mizuki 6 years ago? No, because then she said 6 years have passed and then Tokiko appeared. This is here. So Ryuki's actually in both timelines as well. So it's not that Mizuki was working in the present and Ryuki was working in the past, but both are working at the same time. Is that how it works? Oh man. In the present, Tokyo's right half was found on February 12th.
The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute. Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart. They were all found soon after.
I guess when people were like, or when like Aiba says like, this is the time of death, no one was like, wow, that's 6 years ago. No, this is. Or they just seem confused, but no one really explicitly says when they are found. Like it was just meant to trick us, right, as a player.
Nothing supernatural here.
Shut up, Mama. I'm so confused. Are we doing this? Are we getting the update? Oh, so they start swapping later. Okay. Oh my god. Shut up, dude. True flowchart. This is a chart that shows the flow of the story in chronological order. The true flowchart can be checked from menu flowchart. Cool. Oh, and we don't have the alternate paths, so the ones that were just used to learn about different characters are not really there. So this doesn't follow a straight line, it's just Mizuki. And this is just Ryuki. How can I just pretend to understand this? How can I... Oh god. Switch flowchart. Oh, fuck off. This is so bad. Okay, we lost the alternate path, so we just get the true ones. Interesting. So Genny didn't die. What else? Didn't happen. What else didn't happen? Don't remember. So we can maybe check it out like this. So 6 years ago. The video. Well, of course, Jin Furui died at the beginning, right? And Ryuki's investigating. He goes into Chikara's mind. Chikara's hiding something. And then if we go like this, it goes that way. And this was in the present? It says, upset at being manipulated, Ryuki heads to a Kuma shrine. So is that referring to what happened before? That's when he saw Chikara's body. The show director says he lent the studio to a person named Ter. Sends a message to go to Segiba High. He heads there and finds Chikara's right half on the chalkboard. And then why does it say upset at being manipulated? Has Kuma trying to relax. He asked Tama to replay the scene from Sekiba High from 6 years ago. In that virtual reality, he decides to perform a careful investigation. The investigation all reveals that Chikara's organs were all removed. Who is there? In any case, there is a high likelihood Tokiko is involved. Returns to Tokyo to tell her Jin's body didn't teleport and simulation theory is just a cold nonsense. Tokyo counters his argument and said the goals to wreak moksha. Threatening someone. We go into Tokiko's mind. Then Tokiko is dead. But, oh, God. I thought at the beginning, Ryuki was all messed up and drunk because he... Oh, God. Because he was sad about what happened with Date, right? Date, like, dies here. He thinks that he died. And then he's, like, all messed up and he's a drunkard. And then he's sort of MIA in the whole present. I don't think this really makes sense because he's, like, goes through here, sees the people, the Chikara in the classroom, then goes here. And he's like, let's replay the scene from there. So it was definitely, of course, it was, like, purposefully misleading, but I feel like it could have been even wrong. Maybe I just need to give it like the benefit of the doubt and they'll explain it better. Was demoralized because of the events of the previous day. What events? See, everything is connected. Could it be? Okay, so if this is correct, if these summaries are correct, both Mizuki and Ryuki are not aware that they are jumping back and forth in time. Let me write that down because this is very important. And Ryuki don't know they're jumping. Because here, Mizuki, reading Terra's diary, found out many things and also discovered Richi Chieda's diary. She learned that she was part of the experiments and then that her mom and daddy are not her real parents. And then it says demoralized by the events of the previous day, but she returns, right? And the previous day in real life didn't really have anything to do with her. because Ryuki was investigating that, right? So I'm guessing they're confused, upset at being manipulated. So this is a surprise to both Ryuki and Mizuki, right? And to us of course, but it has to be the case. Okay, so this would make it so that the bodies showing up at different moments just makes sense. And these two are just traveling back and forth in time somehow. Don't ask me, dude. I don't... Let's just let Mama... I didn't... Oh, I could just go back. I thought I had to...
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis. Oh, but I know what you're gonna say.
Really?
There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is my fault to try to understand things every step of the way, but I don't like to feel in the dark, so...
Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko?
Exactly. It's a good question. Let's write it down as well. Who killed Uru and Tokiko? Also, now that the bodies thing doesn't make sense when we saw Uru and Tokiko at the end. Are we even gonna see that? We saw them where? Here? No. Yeah, here. Right here. And Tokiko's body showed up when? Wait, why do we have this flowchart now? Oh, in the flowchart we can actually see them. It was just like showing them to me in that way. So Tokiko's dead here. Or let's do the true one. Tokiko died in the present, then we saw the second half, and then we just see them standing there. Okay, that's probably what she's gonna ask next. No. Wow, this is a mess.
Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these three in half.
Right.
But then Uru was killed in the present,
right.
February 10th.
Exactly.
Tokiko's body was found
It could definitely be Tokiko that killed him, considering he was at Nice Cathedral.
So who killed Uru and Tokiko? Well, I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon. By Mizuki, her friend.
Her friend?
And by you, Freya.
Yeah, he's talking to me, man. He's just talking to me.
So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation.
I guess I'm Freya, but why is Mama all knowing all of a sudden?
I'll be cheering you on.
Yeah, this is like not real life, or I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what to say. Seems like that spot in Persona where you just like in a different dimension or reality or something. Oh man.
Huh? Who was I just talking to?
Wow. Okay, you're gonna do this. Okay.
Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink.
She just was out of it.
It's awfully cold tonight.
But I want to know if there's like someone who's supposed to be talking to us when they do that. Or not. That's so cool. Oh my god, Iowan? What? Wait, what? Why? What's going on?
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
This is after their ending.
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Okay, this is after Kizuna and Leon's ending, when they ran away, and then the masked woman was like, I'm gonna tell you everything afterwards. And then we hit the credits and I was like, okay, I guess we're just never gonna know. But now we're back here, so we are gonna know. Why is it snowing every time? Kizuna went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Reiji Chieda, her father, contacted me. Iva and I started our search for Kizzy. After a while, I got a call on my phone. It was from her. She told me to meet her here at Iowan.
So, that makes us sisters?
They're just sisters?
We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins.
I mean, that's fine. That's kind of cool, but also it's a little bit disappointing. I really wanted it to be time travel or different realities, or I guess they are sisters.
We have almost the same genes. That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Don't say it like that.
But I'm your clone, right?
Technically, yes.
Wait, what? Why are they just talking about this as if we already know? No one has said this before.
But our DNA isn't exactly the same. My genome was rearranged.
Oh my
Your
god.
DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have. Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me.
My brain.
Don't say it like that.
I mean, we have to stop at some point, right? Oh god. I really don't want to be doing this right now. I feel like that was simpish. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's see where we are. I have no idea where we are, actually. I mean, I think I know. But it's not here. It's not here. It's here. We're here. Right? Okay, so all the timelines are either coming together or something really, really weird is happening right now. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. About February 6 years ago?
It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
And this was in the past? Or in the present? I don't know. I asked her about what happened back then. She told me the details of what happened on the 12th and the 14th. The 12th, yeah. The balloons. The 14th.
What you have seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do, I will kill her. I have an abundant amount of money.
So I guess the explanation is just that for them showing up, it's just that it was 6 years ago. So Uru showed up here, and then he was killed. Where? And then he was killed here. But this is not canon, let's say, so he might still be alive. Well, no, we know he was killed here. He showed up here. So this one actually makes sense, him showing up here. And Tokiko being there as well, right? Yeah, so that makes sense. So Jin died in the past. Chikara died in the past. Komeiji died in the past. Then we go forward. Well, and Jin and... Well, not Jin. Uru and Tokiko are here. All cool, all cool. And then Uru gets killed in the present. And then Tokiko gets killed in the present. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I missing someone? Jin, Chikara, then Komeiji, the ones who he killed, and then someone else killed Uru and Tokiko in the present. So it does make sense that they showed up here. This was in the past, even though it really doesn't look like it. See how it says every time Ryugi is exhausted from the events of the night before. As if he was involved in whatever that was. But Ryuki was here. So maybe it's just subtle ways to make us think that when there are references to the past it refers to this, but it's actually this. Oh man. This is really complicated, I think, on purpose, which is fine, but also it's a little bit too much. It feels like I'm being kept in the dark, and it's a little bit annoying. But okay, things make sense. Sorta.
Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago.
Okay.
But I think it's okay to start talking now. Why? I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore.
I bet you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you? I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline.
Okay.
So there was no backup taken.
Wait. I'm sorry, but this is so confusing to me. The whole thing. This is a present. And then in the past, Mizuki had... There's no way this is the past. They have to have been jumping through time because Mizuki lost her eye at the explosion. Right? She was totally just a normal person, let's say. Does she never show up in one of these, or... I guess she doesn't? Who's this? Is that Mizuki? She lost her eye at the explosion, and then she was made into a special agent, whatever. And then in the present, we start with Mizuki, and she does this thing. But how is it possible that she lost her eye in the explosion? This was supposed to be here. And Date was there, so... Honestly, no idea. There were many times that I thought, like, where is Aiba? Because I thought Date had his eye patch here already, but I guess not. Everyone's here. Later, on my own time, I'll just look back at this part of the game and see what Mizuki looked like, what Date looked like, because I don't think this adds up. Because if Mizuki in the past was walking around looking like this, then I've no explanation for this. Because this is Mizuki 6 years ago, but then if we go to Studio Divide at the very beginning, Mizuki looked like she did before, right? Not like this. And this was 2 days before that, so there's definitely something going on here. I think she must have been traveling through space and time without realizing, or something, because I have no other explanation. Was I raised at ION too?
Yeah, the same as me. When I was 6, you were born at Horodori Institute.
I'm sorry,
and
this
sent
is
here.
insane.
I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute.
I know that like my memory is not the best, and it's hard for me to keep up sometimes with things, but I think it's misleading to the point that it's just... I don't want to say wrong, I think it has an explanation, but it's just like there are things they're not telling me, and I need it. I need information, you know?
I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday.
When I was 6, you were one of Horodori students sent here.
You were still a baby, but the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places, but we're both named Mizuki. And we
Really?
look really similar.
They were both named Mizuki?
So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis. They called you Mizuki.
What happened after?
They took me to Horodori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws. My time with Horodori Institute ended when I was 9, and you were 3.
Okay, so that's why she's just older. She's like a clone, let's say. She's sort of a clone, right? In the common use, like how we talk about clones in real life right now. She's like a clone of her.
It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well,
so
I told you about me. You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition. Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me.
This is not just a blind eye. It's like an eyeball or something, right? It's not just white or anything. It's blue.
Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman.
Or it could be a glass eye as well.
So when you were 9, you were adopted by the Chiedas.
Okay.
I spent the next 6 years there, up until I was 15. I lived under the same roof as Kizuna.
And they called her Quartz? God damn, this is impossible.
I see. That's why she called me Big Sis.
What about after that?
You said something about an eccentric woman?
Yeah, I was adopted by her. Do you mean Shizue Kuranushi? Boss.
That's her daughter? Shut up.
Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now.
Mizuki Kuranushi? Okay. Is that why it said in Boss's file it said she's Misuki's adoptive mom? Boss. Mizuki's adoptive mother and Date's old friend. We saw this like at the very beginning of the game and we were like, did she adopt her at some point? But it was the other Mizuki? Oh my god. You're driving me crazy here. This is probably gonna update after this. Okay, so it's not my fault that I didn't understand anything. Like, come on, this is just impossible. Mizuki Kuranushi.
You think that sounds kinda lame, huh?
No, it's not that.
The fact that they just called them both Mizuki is crazy. Why did Boss adopt you?
You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy.
So she wanted to make you work for her.
I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top secret member of Abyss. Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations.
Boss also said that her daughter didn't really talk to her, right?
Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki.
And Ryuki? We were Ryuki for the longest time. And also, if that was when she turned 18, Mizuki was 15, so it was after the first game. Okay.
Ryuki? Why?
This is the most important thing. Like, this is really strange for me.
I wonder.
You wonder what? Ryuki, why? I wonder. What do you mean? There was in no part at all did we ever meet Mizuki, that other Mizuki, as Ryuki, right? If we did, then that was really well hidden. There's no way. At no point did we. Was this a Mame? This was so long ago, I can't. Ryuki. That's definitely gonna be explained later. So let me write that down as well. So Ryuki knows. Mizuki too. Why were you hiding your identity? This could be where they explain things.
If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. In one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Choco. I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after.
What if I don't want to do that?
A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least.
I see. But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November?
7?
I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point.
True. So 7 years ago, November is after the first game?
Maybe that's true.
I guess so.
By the way, I'm curious. Why were we given the same name?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name.
But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute?
I don't think they had any trouble. We had code names at Horadori Institute.
But isn't she 3 years older anyway?
I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit.
Oh, a rabbit. And was there a mouse one?
And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right?
You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki.
Yeah.
Is that what I called you?
No. You were still little. You couldn't talk much.
Is this where Quartz is gonna come in?
You just called me BB.
BB? Does it mean anything?
BB? Yeah. BB, huh? Anyway, we've already spent enough time here.
Oh my god.
We shouldn't be wasting time like this.
Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case.
Yeah, for sure. I'm so confused. I wonder if we're close to the end of the game. Hopefully not, because...
Follow me. I want to show you something.
Oh, more things? Oh my god. Okay, I'm ready.
What is it?
Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, BB.
Okay, we're here. Show us. Oh, collect all persons files. Did we get a different file for Mizuki 2? Or actually Mizuki 1, right? We would be Mizuki 2. I want to see the file. Look at this dude. Okay, everyone's here.
Ah! What the fuck?
Appropriate reaction, honestly, Mizuki. I've been what the fucking for a while now.
This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Jeez, just relax.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Susie and Leon here?
Yeah.
Oh, and most importantly, who the hell is this?
What? Isn't it obvious?
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
I need to be able to look at the flowchart, dude, because now I'm thinking, like... Yeah, this is very confusing. Well, the thing... the thing I'm thinking about right now is why did Mizuki look like this 6 years ago if she did? But I don't think she did in the cathedral. She didn't look like this at all, right? Can we check that out right now? I kind of want to look at my videos and check it out. You know? Because if she, let's say she did look like this, then we could explain that the thing is truly divided because it was sort of a sink. Because the guy who made Question was like a blue guy, right? But that was like 30 hours ago, so I can't really remember how things played out at that time. But let's just say she saw Date then when we saw Terra and we saw Tokiko 6 years ago, and she knows that it was 6 years ago. So my whole idea about Mizuki and Ryuki not knowing they are jumping has to be wrong, right? So they had to know. It was just us who were kept in the dark. And this is the canon first time that she sees him after 6 years. Right?
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Man, my brain is fried completely. It's gone. Look at this dude. Just looks so funny. Gosh.
Okay. I think I kind of get it. 6 years
Do you?
ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him. Then he got captured by Terror but managed to escape.
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
Yeah, he's actually Uru.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
Let's do this, I guess. What food do you like? One of these two? It's probably great. No. This is impish? Ah, come on. Okay. We just got this achievement. All person's files. I want to see the file. I guess the one added was... BB, okay. Masked Woman and BB, there's two. We'll see it later. Don't want to do too much right now. Yeah, so I guess Mizuki in the past just looked like this. I'm gonna write this down because then I'm gonna check out like my first video probably or second. See what Mizuki is supposed to look like 6 years ago. And I'm also gonna see what else. In the ones that I'm controlling, like I wanna see this one as well. I'm gonna check out the Street Divided and the Cathedral. If Mizuki looks like she used to look before in either of these two, I'm really confused. I think this is a mistake. Okay? Okay. My voice reaches Date's brain right now. That's because there is a reception device in his left eye socket. Okay, that's what happened. You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. It's the same for Mizuki Kuranushi. She hears my voice too. Mizuki Kuranushi is kind of a long... It's kind of long, yeah. I'll just call her BB. But the one who heard... Who was like reading our mind was not Date. It was Gen, no? Because he threw the thing. No, I guess he could have been Date, right? And then the other one showed up at the end. Let's talk to BB. BB.
BB. What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
When did you find out about the corpse in the freezer?
Last night, Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse. And how he was pretending to be Genny. And everything else he knew. I don't
Where's
know.
Genny?
Not here.
It's fine. I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
Also, where are we right now? Because apparently we're here, but the whole thing about cosplaying Genny was used here. But I guess that was not that's not real. And then right now let's just focus on this. So the real Genny is out there somewhere. My original. Date. Who's the corpse in the freezer?
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
Yeah, it feels like Date is the main character still, and we're just here to get fooled. You know? Let me just say one thing.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that. No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
All right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki, I'm home.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno mags.
Okay. Why were you pretending to be Genny?
I know that Horadori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horadori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horadori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them.
Okay. Why did you reveal your identity now?
Gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their
This
plan.
definitely got out of hand. I'm so confused.
Plan?
Yeah, the Nirvana initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
Okay. What's up with this picture? This is supposed to be us, right? Their plan. Met 6 years ago. Wait, was that Mizuki this Mizuki? No way. Stop. Stop it. No way. What? I'm getting confused. No, not here, because then we synced. But then here? Was that Mizuki there, the other Mizuki? Please no. My brain can't take this. No, this photo has to be a mistake, or... Why is this photo here?
I shared everything I had. Told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically.
This stupid programmatic looking old man, also my adopted father. Okay, and these two, about Bibi.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything.
Why has everyone kept everything from me, dude?
Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
Yep.
So confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now on. And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
Okay, Mizuki is Bibi's clone. Date already knows this, Bibi told him. But Kizuna and Leon don't know this yet, they think they are just sisters. Okay. Heard you went missing.
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
Izzy's father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me.
And that's when I suggested that we run off together.
Okay, so this can still be canon.
And I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah, they're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
Cool. Did you tell Ryuichi? Of course not.
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay, well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, when we were looking for Kizuna for that long, it was just this. And...
Yeah, I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
Kind of convenient, but that's fine. Are you okay?
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong.
Liam.
I've known her for a long time.
Yeah.
She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then,
yeah,
I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
Why?
Mizuki's name comes from crystal.
Yeah, that's true.
The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the
They said
solid
that
form
before.
of silicon dioxide, a mineral, most often recognized as
Interesting.
quartz.
Interesting.
Wait, so you were in a thieves guild, baby?
The snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject.
Why are you here?
I
Just to
told
suffer.
you that we wanted to run away together.
And I wanted to be with Lian.
I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
I guess the whole time. Yeah, the whole time this was Date. If at any point we had decided to do another X-ray, we would have seen that it was him, right? I don't know how long ago this happened, but well.
It was a different lock this time.
Well, I guess from the 10th, right?
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
That is, are you talking to her? A different lock, and we don't know which one it is. Man, why did he keep so much from me, man? What time is it?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m.
Okay.
Daybreak is close.
Man, I need to sit on this. I need to.
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse?
Are we doing
Why
this?
is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Yeah, who put Michael Jackson in the freezer?
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
You just, yeah.
It's half.
Yep. Are we going there? Okay. Okay, we're finding about Uru. So all the things that we found out in the sort of alternate paths, we're finding out here. So Mizuki knows, basically, right?
So, you finished reading the file?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
This is
do you
cute.
understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer.
Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Uru.
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Komeiji.
Right. Cool. Can we stop? Take a breather. Come back next time. Oh gosh. 8 minutes. Let's check out the files that we have. Try not to go crazy here. Bibi. So we have both Masked Woman and Bibi. She's 24, right? I guess which band is what? Cool. Mizuki Date was born from her DNA almost like a little sister. She lived at Iowan with her until she was 3 years old. Mizuki Kurenushi secretly watched over Mizuki Date from afar, watching her grow up. And then Date wandered all over the country after losing his memory in the explosion 6 years ago. After seeing the news of Jin's left half being found, he regained all his memories. Oh, that should be a comma. He regained all his memories. In order to perform his own investigation, he used Gen's mask. Makes sense. Yeah, we got all the files. Pretty cool. Not the appendix files, which is fine. I think there are some missables for sure, but we got most of them. Yeah, pretty close. SAT, Special Assault Team, a special team in the Japanese police force which specializes in situations in which firepower is required, such as counterterrorism or hostage situations. SAT is actually an unofficial acronym. They're present in Tokyo, Osaka, Hokkaido, Chiba, Kanagawa, Aichi, Fukuoka, and Okinawa. Buddy. What? I robbed my buddy. What's up with this file? Okay. There's some weird files. Date eavesdropping. Right. Yeah, it was Date the whole time. This time, Aiba accidentally used an open connection open to Abyss affiliates and authorized personnel. Date's eye socket is still equipped with an eyeball communication device. Therefore, Aiba and Mizuki conversation was heard by Date. When the two went to talk in secret, they have a whisper channel. Or 1, 2, okay. Tom and Ryuki have something similar. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 files to go. Wow. Doing well. There's something else in the manual. The true flow chart. Yeah, I saw there was something else and I was like, are we gonna have a new... I don't know what I thought it was. But yeah. This is a chart. Okay, this is a chart that lists the story in chronological order. You can switch this with the original flow chart. This can be accessed from the flow chart menu. Yeah. And there's one more in the manual, so interesting. Maybe it's like for a New Game Plus or like after you're done. Okay, so this got super weird. This got super strange. And really confusing. This is the most confused I've ever been. I'm really sorry about this. If you're as confused as I am while playing this game, I understand. If you're not, then you're really smart. Good job. But yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check out the scene at the studio. I'm gonna check out the scene at the cathedral, see what Mizuki looks like, see if it makes sense that she has no eye, because here we saw Mizuki and she had her eyeball, right? So interesting to see that Ryuki was doing stuff the whole time in the future. I guess he was. Cool. I remember thinking at some points like, where's Aiba? Like here, I thought here that it wasn't Date's eye, nor was she in Mizuki's eye. So I was like, where's Aiba? So I guess she was in Mizuki's eye. I just didn't see her. I'm gonna check this out later. I'm gonna see. But yeah, next time we're gonna see what they say about Uru, and then what else they explain, and then hopefully we'll continue with the story, trying to understand as much as possible. We'll do our best. Okay, it's been 2 hours already. But yeah, there were too many things happened today. I just needed to continue. Wow. Dude, I'm capital C confused. It's crazy.
Show me too.
Cool. That's it. Close to the end as well. I wonder how close we are to the actual end of the game. It could be close. It could be not that close. We will see. There's something I'm really still curious about, because this whole thing with meeting the masked lady was like not the path that we're on. So I don't really understand why she took her mask off. Seems like a bit of a plot hole. But let's just leave it for next time. We'll see. We'll try to understand. And hopefully what we don't understand, it will be explained, or maybe someone will be kind enough online to be able to, and smart enough to be able to explain the whole story here. But yeah, definitely very confusing, very entertaining as well, so I'm not complaining. Really cool stuff. Now we'll see how this goes on. The big question right now is who the frick is killing people in the present, because we don't know. We have theorized that it could be Ryuki. You know, Ryuki's like mind controlled somehow when he has those like weird moments where his brain is like hacked. But other than that, we have no real leads, so we'll see. So yeah, have a very good one. I hope you enjoyed, even though it was a mess. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Stay safe, have a good one, and bye bye.